Hello and welcome to the Kopala TV main news. And now for today's headlines. Several households in Mufulira gassed. Miners in Luansha protest over 7% pay rise. Government dispatches over 750 litres of pesticides to fight 4 armyworms in the northwestern province. And in sports, Kalu's comeback received with mixed feelings. Join us in a bit after this. To present the news in detail, my name is Owila Musongole. Several households in Mufulira's Kantanshi area have been gassed. PF Mulungushi Ward Councillor Charles Banda has confirmed the development to Kopala TV News. Mr. Banda has further disclosed that several residents have been admitted to Ronald Ross Hospital following the gassing that occurred in the early hours of this morning. Councillor Banda has questioned the motive behind what he has described as a barbaric act. Mr. Banda has since urged police to move on and arrest all perpetrators behind the criminal acts. And when reached for a comment, Copperbelt Police Chief Charity Katanga says she was yet to receive a detailed report from Mufulira Police over the latest gassing incident.
I haven't been given the details by police, madam.
Miners at Luansha Copper Mines LCM have accused unions in the extractive sector of being insensitive in handling their welfare. The miners, who held a peaceful protest this morning, have since rejected the 7% pay rise that management at the mine has offered them under the latest collective agreement signed between unions and management at the mine. Diana Kopala has the rest of the details in the following report.
It seems things are not moving as expected for workers in the extractive sector. These are the protesting miners from Luansha Copper Mines on the Copper Belt. Miners here have been awarded a 7% pay rise that they have rejected. The miners have accused unions in the extractive sector of failing to ably represent them. They say the 7% pay rise is a mockery. The miners who staged a protest outside Shaft 28 this morning were joined by Joseph Tishala, the Ron NDC lawmaker. Mr. Tishala said the 7% pay rise awarded to miners is a joke.
And for sure, what is 7% to Luansha Copper Mine employees? Luansha Copper Mine is the lowest paying mine in Zambia, if you don't know. And the salaries here, the lowest paid worker should be about 2,500, 2,600. Now, if you add the 7% to 2,600, that's about 180. What is 180 when fuel has gone up, electricity has gone up, minimum has gone up, and how do you expect people to survive?
Mr. Tishala, who is also NDC National Labour Chairperson, has a message to unions in the extractive sector.
So I'm urging the union right now to take this issue so seriously and make sure that they fight better conditions for these people. They deserve it. It has been long overdue. I was in this mine, I think, 3 to 4 years ago, and this is the same salaries that I left up to now. There hasn't been proper increment. So the union, can you pull up your socks? If anything, anyway, let me end there.
Okay. Kopala TV has gotten in touch with the Mine Workers Union of Zambia, MOZ President Joseph Chewe, over the matter. Mr. Chewe says he is not aware of any protest by miners in Luansha. Miners from Luansha are not the only ones who have rejected the pay rise offered to them by management. Miners from both Konkola and Mopani copper mines have also rejected the 7% pay hike that unions and management at the two firms have managed to sign. Diana Kopala, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
The Consortium of Local Contractors and the Association of Mine Suppliers and Contractors on the Copper Belt have rejected the decision by Mopani Copper Mines MCM to move their procurement office to South Africa. Monica Baidu has the details.
There is a lot happening in the mining sector. If miners are not protesting, then it's the suppliers and contractors who are complaining. The Consortium of Local Contractors and the Association of Mine Suppliers and Contractors on the Copper Belt have rejected the decision by Mopani Copper Mines, MCM, to move their procurement office to South Africa. Glencoe Corporations recently announced that it was changing its business model for Mopani and would move the procurement offices to South Africa. Speaking in an interview with Kopala TV News, President of the Consortium of Local Contractors, John Chilupula, said the move by Glencore was retrogressive as it would disadvantage local contractors.
At the expense of Zambia. Mopani is the only cow remaining with milk at the moment on the border, and that's where most of our people, including traders, have been depending on. So for them to relocate procurement to Africa means that local contractors and suppliers will be disadvantaged.
And Ministry of Mines Permanent Secretary Barnaby Mulenga said the ministry would scrutinize the proposal by Mopani because the procurement of goods and services in the mines should prioritize local contractors in accordance with Section 20 of the Mines and Minerals Development Act.
Whatever proposed method by Mopani, the position of the ministry is that it has to comply with Section 20 of the Mines and Minerals Development Act. Basically what it says is the fact that in the procurement of goods and services tied to mining, preference, priority must be given to Zambians. And so we will scrutinize whatever proposal. If what you're saying is true, that it is moving to South Africa, we will scrutinize it as a ministry to see its conformity to Section 20.
Mopani Copper Mines is yet to comment over the matter. Monica Bedu, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
Opposition UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema says his party is ready for dialogue with the government over the Constitutional Amendment Bill No. 10 of 2019. And Mr. Hichilema has called on traditional leaders not to be coerced by government into supporting Bill No. 10 without proper dialogue.
Coercing chiefs, as we have read, Mr. Lungu has been calling paramount chiefs in State House between 26th and 30th of January, asking them to coerce their fellow chiefs and headmen to support Bill 10. It will not be acceptable. Come to the table, negotiate with us. We are willing to sit down with you so that we can have the church helping us, other stakeholders, so we have an inclusive process, one. Two, we have a consultative process. Constitution making is for the people. It's not for UPND and PF MPs in Parliament. Those parliamentarians are supposed to only endorse, legalize what the Zambians want. So I'm saying to the chiefs, my chiefs, you are my chiefs as well. Paramount chiefs, senior chiefs, ordinary chiefs, and the headmen, including myself, who is a senior headman.
Reporting in Osaka, I'm Lavdi Kalumbo.
The Zambian DNA says it is regrettable that opposition political parties, CSOs and hostile media houses are plotting to use the back door to usurp power from President Edgar Lungu. Zambia DNA spokesperson Spuki Mulemwa says President Edgar Lungu and the PF have a 5-year mandate to rule the country. He said he is confident that once again the people of Zambia will renew President Edgar Lungu's mandate to run the affairs of the country.
It's not a secret that the Zambian people in their collective intelligence and wisdom gave the PF a 5-year mandate to govern, which expires in 2021. It is also worth noting that only the people in a democracy wield the power to decide which political party forms the next government, and not civil society organizations, hostile media houses, traditional leaders, or indeed fake prophets. However, we are confident that the Zambian people will once again renew their social contracts with President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, given his commitment to deliver an all-inclusive development agenda to all parts of the country without leaving anyone behind, even in areas which did not vote for him.
Luingu Magistrate Davy Simfukwe has granted bail to the 3 UPND members, which include Chilubi Parliamentary By-Election Deputy Campaign Manager Giles Yamba, in a case in which they stand charged with being in possession of dangerous weapons after they were found in possession of a kitchen knife and a catapult at their campaign center. Counsel for the accused Cornelius Mwetwa of Mulezi Mwimbu and Associates confirmed the development. Mr. Mwetwa said the 3 who have been in custody since January 22, 2020 will appear in court on the 9th of March 2020 for possible plea. He said 2 other members still remain in prison despite not having been charged or their dockets prepared.
I'd like to confirm that all the 3 accused in the case of the people versus Yamba and 2 others that have arisen out of the Chirubi by-elections have just been granted bail by the Wingo subordinate courts. So they are out on bail, and the matter comes up for possible plea on the 9th of March, which is next month. For now, 2 more UPND supporters remain in prison. So from here, we are going to concentrate our efforts because the police have taken them to prison but have not prepared any dockets or charge.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Now for our commercial break. Join us after this. Samari Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samari Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samari Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samari Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. Government has dispatched 750 litres of pesticides to fight the 4 armyworms in the northwestern province. Details are in the following report.
Northwestern Province has received its share from the government-sponsored 4 worm chemicals being distributed to the small-scale farmers in the province. The province has not been spared with the invasion of 4 worms attacking maize fields in the province. This is why Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary Willis Manchimera is here to receive the chemicals.
In its continued effort to secure the crop in the 2019-2020 farming season, government of the Republic of Zambia and the leadership of His Excellency the President, Mr. Edgar Chabalungu, has delivered a number of consignment of 7,500 liters of Lambada to combat the 4 worms. You may recall that 4,000 liters of Libidstein were initially distributed across all the districts in the province.
The permanent secretary had an appeal to make to the Minister of Agriculture in the province.
So you are the eyes of the provincial administration. Wanapako has ensured that this chemical or chemicals we received are utilized accordingly. Going by the statistics given, I think if we utilize this lambada properly, I think we are going to have food security in our province.
And Northwestern Provincial Agriculture Coordinator Derek Simukanje disclosed the total infestation rate in the province.
I want to appreciate maybe the status of the situation in the province. So far, we have about 15,665 households that have reported the presence of the pest in their fields. These numbers amount to about 5,774.64 hectares infested with the pest. The prevalence of the pest in the province is around 16.8%. The crop damage is estimated to be at 745.17 hectares. So that is the picture which is on the ground.
Distribution of the chemicals has since commenced, with the district collecting from the provincial office. Krivach Tuta reporting.
The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group is urging government to scrutinize the delivery of motor vehicle insurance services in Zambia, since it is compulsory that all motor vehicles must be insured. The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Administrative Officer, Mtoni Swabanda, has observed the difficulties that insured motorists, passengers and pedestrians face in claiming their insurance benefits in the aftermath of an accident.
The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group is urging government to scrutinize the delivery of motor vehicle insurance services in Zambia, since it is compulsory that all motor vehicles must be insured. The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group has observed the difficulties that motorists, passengers and pedestrians face in claiming their insurance benefits in the aftermath of an accident. The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group also observes the lack of concern by insurance companies for the motorist warfare and inconvenience in the aftermath of an accident. We note with sadness that insurance companies have left it to the insured motorists to run around collecting police accident reports, looking for quotations from motor vehicle workshops, and paying hospital bills while they sit in their offices counting money from the insurance. Motorists are left alone to argue among themselves who should pay who and cover what damage, when the role should be done administratively between the insurance firms involved. The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group is aware that the reason why motor vehicles are insured is to cushion the impact of an accident to the motorist and ensure that their way of life is not disturbed by the accident.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us after the break. Samari Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samari Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And, above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samari Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212-613-336 or 0212-619-992. Samari Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. In international news, the Chinese whistleblower doctor who first gave warning to medical colleagues about the SARS-like coronavirus, Dr. Li Wenlang, has passed away. Dr. Wenlang was a 34-year-old ophthalmologist and has been hailed by Chinese natives as a hero. We monitored CNN for this report.
Linda, this is devastating. My colleagues and I here in Beijing, we connected with him. In fact, you saw in that story that just ran, my producer Young, who's in the room here with me, he was the one who first made contact with him, and he wasn't talking to any foreign media at the time. Dr. Li Wenliang had become really well known here after, in late December, he was really inadvertently put out a message to some of his friends, his classmates from his medical school, telling them that something was going around that was similar to SARS. He said, be careful with your families, be careful with your loved ones. And that was it. He didn't expect that to go anywhere. Somebody screenshotted that. It went viral. His name was attached, and he got called into the health commission locally there in Wuhan. And they asked him how he got that information. Shortly thereafter, they started releasing more information publicly about the outbreak. And then they closed that now infamous seafood market. But that wasn't it. There was no praise for him. And in fact, there was the opposite. He got a call from police. Wuhan police called him in. They reprimanded him. They made him sign an affidavit of sorts that suggested that he was willingly spreading rumors, and he kept quiet for a while. For a few weeks, in fact, went back to work. And it was while seeing patients as an ophthalmologist that they believe he may have contracted the coronavirus, and he transmitted it to his parents as well. Well, what we've known since is that he is one of several doctors, in fact, they believe at least 8 altogether, who were blowing whistles here early on and trying to sound the alarms and trying to make sure that local authorities in particular knew what was going on. And this got all the way up to the Supreme Court here in China, which ultimately says publicly, Linda, that they support Dr. Li and all the other whistleblowers and what they did, and they criticized Wuhan police for reprimanding those whistleblowers.
Finally, in foreign news, Serbian refugees have gathered at the Hungarian border asking to be let through into the country to enable them to better their lives in that country. However, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who erected a fence along the border 5 years ago, maintains that they are not welcome. Al Jazeera has the rest of the details.
Clutching what little possessions they have left and wrapped up against the biting cold, these people are demanding Serbian authorities let them pass into Hungary. At a sit-in protest in the border village Kalabija, they hold signs demanding they be allowed into Hungary, a member of the European Union.
I didn't go there to get money from the European Union. I'm only looking for a better life. You know, my country have a war. I cannot go back to Syria.
It's not just Syrians trying to cross. Refugees from Afghanistan, Iraq, Yemen and other countries have found themselves here after fleeing war, poverty and persecution. As Serbian police follow their protests and Hungarian police block the border fence, they're left with few options.
We don't have a way to back and no way to run. That's why we are here, and last night we were here, and today we are here also, and the weather is so bad. You know, this is winter. Yeah, this is winter. We have kids, we have children, we have women pregnant, we have old guys.
We will stay here.
We don't have no choice.
When they give permission to go in border, we will go.
Last month, Hungarian police fired warning shots when dozens of people attempted to cross the border.
It was a violent group that attempted to break in, carried out with violent behaviour by young, organised men.
The route was shut off and fences erected with razor wire after hundreds of thousands passed through Balkan countries 5 years ago. Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban has made clear refugees are not welcome and has threatened to use force against them. Across the border in Serbia, there are now more than 6,000 refugees living in government-run camps. They want to leave, but getting into the EU has become increasingly harder. Laura Burden-Manley, Al Jazeera.
To end the Kopala TV main news, we take a look at today's headlines once again. Several households in Mufulira gassed. Miners in Luansha protest over 7% pay rise. Government dispatches over 750 litres of pesticides to fight 4 armyworms in the northwestern province. And in sports, Kalu's comeback received with mixed feelings. Thank you for watching the Kopala TV main news. My name is Wawila Musongole, and God bless.